ShinRobjira.
Today we're going to be taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts, Ultraman Rising, Ultraman, and Emmy. Up first, we have a pretty typical box for that of an S.H.Figuarts figure. Open window, you can see everything inside. Although, looking at the front image, for some reason, Ultraman looks kind of low quality, while Emmy looks very high quality. I don't know. Ultraman will be standing at over 6 inches tall, while Emmy will be standing at about an inch tall. Paint and detail-wise, this is gonna be a bit on the quick side because it is an Ultraman figure, but there are definitely things I want to zero in on. One of those things being the presence of pupils on this incarnation of Ultraman. You know, I never really thought Ultraman needed pupils, and to be fair, he still technically doesn't, but the presence of pupils with this particular Ultraman is actually really cool, and I love how it looks behind those honeycomb eyes. Because, you know, obviously in the movie, the pupils were glowing, as were the eyes, and as you can see here, the eyes themselves, without the back part to them, are going to be blue, as is the entirety of the inside of the face, which is nice. So when it comes to the innards of the head, Jesus Christ, that is terrifying. The metallic blue with the white pupils and such actually comes off really, really cool looking. Just when it's paired properly with the face. There we go. Yeah, I just wanted to properly communicate that I'm totally for this Ultraman with pupils. It's cool. I like it. I'm cool with it. Now, as for the rest of the figure, we are going to get proper color separation where it is supposed to be, as well as some musculature-looking details all strewn about, looking really, really nice. Ultra six-pack and pecs! I also really like just that you can see all of that neck detail on his neck. He's got a pretty long neck, doesn't he? But, you know what? He actually looks properly proportioned. He doesn't look as strange as I thought he did in the first promo art we got of him, and for the most part, yeah, solid star in terms of paint and detail for SHF Ultraman Rising Ken Sato. He looks cool. I like him a lot. My Ultraman, unfortunately, did come with a bit of an abrasion over here, but as far as I can see and tell, that's pretty much it, which I'm happy about. I really do like that the Ultraman Rising design kept the little switch detail in the ears. Yes, both of them. That wasn't really needed, but just the fact that they're paying homage to that is really nice. And overall, as far as the design goes, I find this to be a fun little stylistic take on Ultraman. I will not deny that at one point I was a little afraid of just how stable this figure was going to be due to his very thin and gangly appearance. But you know what? I like it! I like it a lot! I'd buy it again! I like it so much! And now we gotta talk about the baby. Little Emmy isn't as expressive in this tiny figure format as she is in the film, but the detailing on this little minifigure, damn it, is very, very nice, and the little painted on portions of the figure are actually done quite well, except for this part of the ear over here, which is obviously a little bit more smudged with pink. Look at that, we've got tiny little scale details all along her head and her body. We're gonna have details for her little membranes over here. She's got that big, adorable little head with the Vegeta Widow's Peak. Beady little eyes over here, which look like they're mostly applied on straight. Got a little bit of baby pudge around her cheeks and under her little beaked mouth over here. And there's even going to be tiny details on the undersides of her feet and even in her hands, which big credits to you, Bandai. Sure, it's simple. It's nothing too crazy, especially for a figure as small as this, but I gotta give props where props are due, you know? And I'm somewhat amazed that the US release of this figure, at least at first, didn't include Emmy, but included everything else that the figure comes with. Yeah, I don't quite understand that. You include all the hands and the eyes, as far as I know, but no Emmy? And this is the reason why I paid 50 instead of 30? Yeah, I don't quite understand that, but I'm not here for marketing ratings, I'm here for figure ratings. And in that case, I am going to give Emmy, over here, a solid star in terms of paint and detail. It is tiny. She is a very small gal, so the fact that she looks as good as she does is great. Now let's get into some accessories. Accessory-wise, we are going to get a bunch of typical Ultraman hands. We're also going to get 2 alternate eyepieces, one looking to the left, the other looking to the right. Love that inclusion. We're also going to get a low-power color timer, as well as a tail cradle for Emmy to help her stand. And for whatever reason, I got 2. Anybody else? When it comes to the hands over here, lovely detailing, but just pull, and then push, boom. He's got a fist. Now when it comes to the titty jewel over here, I like to use a part separator and gently, yeah, just do that. Oh, fuck. You're gonna want to make sure the fins for the color timer are angled up like so. And then just bring it to the center of his titties. I'm failing so hard right now. There we go. Now we've got the pink and or red color timer at the center of his chest. And when it comes to changing out the eyes, just do that. Oh, God, that is terrifying. Right out of the box, this might be a pain in the butt, but after a few changes, you're gonna be just fine. The 2 pegs go into the 2 peg holes over here. After that, just select which eyes you want inside his head. Put them together, just like that. Oh, God. And then say goodbye to your sleep paralysis demon, close the head in, and boom. Ultraman's looking at a different angle. Simple, short, sweet, effective. They did something like this with Jet Jaguar, didn't they? And you know what? I'm actually kind of surprised at just how effective the pupils are once you get Ultraman into a pose. It's got just a really cool effect about it. I don't know how to pinpoint that. Now, before I get too ahead of myself, let's do some size comps, and then we'll get right into articulation. Shokugan, movie, not king, but king-sized, HG, SH Monster Arts, NECA, Ultra Monster, Ultra Action, S.H.Figuarts, Subtitle Tiga, 30K Special, Shockwave. Alright, articulation. At the Ultra Rising head over here, we can look left, we can look right. I'm pretty sure we can go all the way around, yeah, right at the neck too. With the help of the neck, we are going to be able to look up about that far and down not that far, but far enough. With the help of this here torso joint, we will be able to ab crunch in decently enough. And then with the minor joint over here, we can look down just a bit further. And yeah, that's all right. I am a little let down about the joints over here in particular. Granted, we've got very, very little space for actual movement over here. So I guess I should be thanking my lucky stars any of this works at all. Just, yeah, a little bummed out is all. We will get some movement at the upper torso over here, but it gives off a feeling of keep doing this and you're going to scrape off paint and mark up the figure. And I really don't want to do that. Same for at the waist over here. I mean, you're not going to get much bend or buckle there, and moving from side to side down here and up here is next to impossible, I think. At the arms, you can move out that far, back in, all the way around. Butterfly joint, double butterfly. You can get him crossing his arms pretty well too. Biceptual swivel, bend out, bend back in, swivel at the wrist. They can also go from side to side and up and down. We're gonna get a nice little thigh swivel over here. At the legs over here, we can do some ultra splits, but as you've hopefully come to expect from S.H.Figuarts, you can indeed shift the legs down, pretty far down actually, that looks painful, giving you a somewhat better range of movement. You will be able to kick forward about that far, back about that far, sick, all without the help of some ultra cheeks. Kensato stands are in shambles. Gonna get a lovely double bend at the knee, a nice bend out and in at the ankle, ankle pivot, oh yes, and we're also going to get a lovely toe bend up and a bit of a toe bend down. Emmy, on the other hand, is going to get a little ball joint at the head over here. You will be able to swivel the arms and legs forward and back, but do be careful. They are just on pegs and they may pop off. This one looks like it's about to pop off. Or not. Cool. And while I'm pretty sure you could do a full rotation, there we go. These Italian sausage fingers ain't really helping me today. There we go. Yes, so you can get a full rotation out of Emmy's extremities and such, but just don't expect, you know, swivels and hinges or anything like that. My God, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon and it's this fucking hot in here. I'm using my next YouTube check to get myself a window unit. I'll give articulation a solid star. Poseability. Poseability-wise, Ultraman and Emmy, I think, especially for the price, are pretty good. I still am kind of let down by the torso articulation with Ultraman, but that's just me. Carmera had the same problem, just very minimal movement going on there. But despite his weird and very thin proportions, Ultraman can stand, he can get into a plethora of battle-ready poses. I love that Emmy is posable at all. You know, at first glance, I thought, all right, maybe a ball joint at the the head while the rest of the body is just a solid piece. No, you get everything. And I wouldn't mind if S.H.Figuarts actually did a full Emmy figure. Acid reflux beam, the whole 9 yards. I think we need it. I think Emmy deserves it. And you could repackage it again, include some wings with the alternate colors, and boom, you're good. Either way, the figure is entirely serviceable. It's a highly stylistic Ultraman. Solid star. Like the movie it's from, this figure is quite fun. And I am absolutely going to be partaking in UltraDan, because that comes with all the accessories I wish this figure came with. $75 is a bit of an ask, but you do get quite a lot, so... I've been ShinRobjira. I do so hope you all enjoyed this here review, and when we meet next, I promise it is going to be my 30,000 subscriber special review of the S.H. Monster Arts Godzilla King of the Monsters, Rodan, and Mothra. I don't like them.